All right, how's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream where I play Dizzy, and I've been playing Dizzy on stream for 178 episodes. I've been counting, and yeah, it's been a journey. Started off maybe below average. Okay, maybe a little bit above average because of my prior experience of Strive, but in my prior experience of playing Dizzy. So a little bit more knowledge than most people, I think, going into playing Dizzy. But we basically did start off with rock bottom, Iron. Now we are Vanquisher. I've hit top 50, top 40, and this season we're looking at top 30. And hopefully we'll hit top 10 at some point. That is the dream. And you're all here to witness this slow, possibly painful journey. Actually, I think it's very painful for some people watching me to play, but we're in it. Yeah, and we love our character Dizzy. Says he's on Z Zoolander. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining in. My name's Nagai, Guilty Gear Old Man, Guilty Gear OG Son. Been playing Dizzy on and off for about 25. Yeah, about 25 years now. I was gonna say 30. I'm pushing 30 years of playing Dizzy. But yeah, across. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Green Thunder, let's go. How you doing, man? We have Z Zoolander here. Z Zwan. Chrissy, hope you're doing well, Chrissy. Chrissy from work? Maybe, possibly. And did I miss any? Haku? You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out so early in the morning. Cross says, I beat the Dizzy, which haunted me. So yeah, we love her. All right. So the last few streams have had me reviewing VODs and matches of viewers. Anyone ranging from Iron to Vanquisher. I think the lowest rank we've reviewed was a silver player. I can't remember who, but we had players of all various rankings and levels, and you know, it's a nice thing for me to kind of watch what other players do, because often I kind of get locked into what I'm only doing, and I don't often get ideas from other people. Although I think it's healthy to get ideas from other people, especially if you want to get better, from players of all ranges, whether they're lower or higher ranked than you. I like watching lower rank matches because, you know, their willingness to explore and trying different things is not only inspirational, but can also be very mind-opening. They'll do things that like you wouldn't brainstorm and make you question, man, is that a thing? Like, for example, I forget who it was, but someone was centering a lot of their overhead game plan with a fully charged dust, which on paper is like not something you want to be doing and not something you want to be relying on, especially at higher level, because people will block it. But it got me thinking, if I were to do more fully charged dusts in actual competitive combat, where could it actually where could it apply? And the answer for me anyway is, and we've seen actually high level players do this, by the way, is if you have ice field out, when you can do a rolling fully charged dust, like from this distance, right? A 30 frame overhead at this distance, it's kind of real. Actually, you know what? Can we get a cool combo from here? Like, we can go up in the air, right? We can go up in the air, get this combo, right? But what if we just decided to stay grounded? I've never really explored this, to be honest. So we can actually combo again. Is there a lot of proration? This would be kind of neat to to try and do. Can you imagine? So like, you know, you can get a wall break, get positive bonus. The knockdown is better from the fully charged dust. But I guess you can like get setups here too, right? here. You can probably set up a Paluna. Just a thought. Don't actually do this yet, right? I guess you can trade damage and positive bonus for a mix-up, right? But I think maybe you want to go for the mix-up. Or sorry, excuse me. You want to go for the damage and the positive bonus. Yeah, lower rank gaming is fun. It is anything goes. And you know what's nice about reviewing lower rank games is that a lot of times people are afraid to ask about what they need to improve if they're at that lower ranked. Other people, other than the person asking themselves, like other than the person asking to review their matches, people outside of that who are around that rank are maybe too shy to ask. So then we can kind of go over you know, the things that they may struggle with indirectly, and also opens up the floor of, hey, you know, if this player is asking, then maybe it's not so stupid for me to ask my question, which is a nice thing. You know, we're keeping it open, we're keeping it positive. But yeah, anyway, let me show you guys what I'm working on. Actually, I wrote it down here too, and this is something that we saw maybe middle of the week, earlier in the week actually. We saw Daiji do this. I kind of experimented with it like at the beginning of last stream, at the end of the stream before, but we're gonna actually deep dive into it a little bit more and see if I can kind of work it into my game plan. And that is using the P-fish, or setting up the P-fish in a way to knock up and continue a combo that involved Fire Spirit without using any meter. That was a lot of words, but let me just show you what I mean. Nothing Number says, I finally got the courage to post my replays in public. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad, you know, if posting here and having me kind of review it gave you the courage to do that, then I'm happy. My work is done. FT Dub, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, man. So this is what we're working with. So we want to do a K fish and then PS fish. And then we want to get that knock up. I wonder if we can just straight up ice spike. I don't think so. We gotta rush in a little bit. Everybody's rushing. Oh, I mean, that worked. Wait, maybe we don't need a Russian. We just ice spike. I felt like if I didn't have the spacing for a rush up 5k. So this is the idea. Yeah, let's stop doing the straight up ice spike. This is the idea. I want to make sure I can do this in an actual match. So like, what I like about this is that it's both good on block and on hit, right? Hard to cover both those options when you involve the ice, when you involve the fire spear, without using any meter. Yeah, Happy Chaos, what's up? Of course, if they... So that's a little bit different. I blocked the first hit and then I up-backed the second hit. So I blocked the first fish bite low and then I up-backed after that. I got hit, but it didn't combo. Maybe this premeditated recording doesn't quite do it. But if I actually see that, I can react with a dash of 5k a little bit sooner and continue the combo. A little bit different, right? Or maybe not. Who knows? Now, if I stand block this, a little bit different. I guess because the pushback might be a little bit different. That's weird. Okay, let's get my opponent to crouch block. We're gonna crouch, or just crouch. Crouch, get hit. Yeah, you can catch that. Yeah. Okay, I mean, that was all on hit. Now I'm just gonna block the first hit. Up back. Okay, yeah. So it's possible. You know what? And I'm going to stand block the first hit. And then just stand. Okay, so it works. Now, your opponent isn't going to straight up just let you do all that, right? It does require some conditioning, and in this case, it's like doing a little throw just right after the first fish bite. Right, this will kind of make him think about either up backing or holding back, or you know, doing some sort of thing to kind of avoid the throw, which usually involves being in the air, and that involves you pushing up, or being in the air by backdashing, that involves you standing up, or maybe throw tech, which involves you standing up and pushing back and throw. So that low is supposed to open up unless they're doing some fancy defensive fuzzy blocking. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not really. Yeah, the way for me to set it up though will probably have to involve doing something like that. Right? There we go. So it would have to be like after a mix-up. And I have to have the awareness of where my positioning is for me to really get everything to work together. All this, the positioning of me between me and my opponent is very crucial to make this work, right? We need the K-fish to bite, push him back a little bit. We got dash up in a certain way, 2K into fire spear. And they kind of like, yeah. There's a lot of moving parts here, right? So it's not the easiest thing to kind of connect. See, I failed it there, even though the training dummy got hit, right? There we go. Training dummy would have blocked like that. I don't know. I think it's really cool, really neat. At the very least, like, you know, if you're just thinking, okay, I just want to condition. I just want to condition my opponent to block. So I'm just gonna do the 2K fire spear, and which sets you up maybe a little bit later in the rounds to sneak in a throw later on, right? If it hits, you get a nice combo. If they block, you're kind of working towards some form of a game plan down the road. Yeah. Anyway, this is all kind of like stuff that I'm trying to do to prevent making my usual B&B too stale. And the usual B&B is like doing something like this, right? A little cross up fish high low here, right? I do this a lot. So I think my goal today anyway is to kind of add more onto this so that I'm not always doing this. It's not going to be too stale. Some people will still get hit by this after like maybe even 3 or 4 reps, but eventually they'll kind of get used to it. So I'm going to have to change it up for like, and do something like that, for example, right? And now we have another thing under our belt if we want, which is the K-fish, PS fish, which, by the way, this is what I saw. I saw Daiji do this in a different way. So Daiji did something like this, actually. I don't know if I can replicate it very well. It looks something like this. Close S, 2H. Right. Go for the knockdown. Wings of Light, K-fish, and then P-fish. Right there. So it kind of... sort of the same thing. Except in this case, Daiji has Wings of Light being set up. Now, for the life of me, I can't quite get this to connect the way Daiji does. I'm thinking the fish hits a little bit too soon. So one way for us to mitigate that is to try to space out our knockdown a little bit better. So for me to do that, maybe we want to do close slash. Close slash 2H. That might be better. I think that's much better. Fix it. Oh, maybe we want wings of light there. Daiji, the pork cutlet place that Taya likes, he loves that place. I hate that he likes it because one time me and Taya, I was staying at Taya's house several years back, and I'm like, Taya, I won't be in Vancouver for very long. Can you recommend a really nice noodle place? And he's like, I got you, bro. And he brought me to Daiji, and it wasn't a noodle place at all. It was just his favorite, like, economically friendly, you know, pork cutlet place. Like, hey, come on, man. Please, bro. I need ramen. So we got it right here. It's close as 2D if we're gonna slide in like that. And the worst part about that was that I was playing Fire Emblem Heroes with them, and it was the Ninian batter, like when Ninian just first came out, and I spent like I was already like kind of salty that I'm like, oh, I'm not having a round right now. It's okay. At least I'm hanging out with my bros. And then I tried to pull for Ninian, didn't get it on my free currency. Spent like $100, still didn't get her. I'm like, god damn it. All right, here we go. And now I dislike Ninian. All right. Let's set this up one more time. By the way, did you know that there's a pretty big gap between, or not pretty big, but a sizable gap between 2K and Fire Spear? So like, I just noticed this the other day. If you run up 2K and Fire Spear, you can't actually get grabbed. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. So like, a lot of times we'll do like, we'll continue our Fire Spear pressure with 2K Fire Spear here. Ice Field out, and I've been telling people to end their block streams with Fire Spear. But like, maybe don't do 2K into Fire Spear immediately, because you can get grabbed. What threw me off is that when I do my setups, and I ended off with 2K Fire Spear, like from here, for example, right? I'll jump up, 2K Fire Spear. The gap between 2K and Fire Spear is not throwable, because I created enough space, right? So that kind of got me thinking that it was maybe like just a 1 frame gap. I didn't realize it was a 2 or more frame gap. So be careful when you do this. With that said, I guess if they IB this one, the low hit, they can throw you. Right? Be careful. Although, I mean, if they're IBing that, they're kind of godlike. Where this applies to us, though, and I remember seeing this in a random match, and I was like, wow, they can do that? I believe Potemkin and other big bodies actually have long enough grab range to bridge that gap, you know, to actually reach her. Remember, kids, always gamble. It's because Chestnut isn't active for a few. Yeah, exactly. Don't always gamble. Remember, kids, gamble responsibility. Know your limit and play within it. That was a message from my provincial gambling association. They always say that. Remember, adults, know your limit, play within it. And know that you can't quite do this against Potemkin. So what do we do instead? Maybe just a 2D sweep. 2D sweep might be better. 2D into that. That's gonna lock it up a little bit better. Now, the thing about 2D here is that it can get backdashed, so you gotta be careful. Yohaku, what's up? Pekatik, what's up? Hope you're doing well. I think you can delay. You can probably just time your 2D in a way that it will catch a late get up, like maybe 1 frame after they get up, and also the backdash. That's a little tricky, isn't it? So I didn't do the 2D perfectly on meaty, but did I catch the backdash? I did. So there's probably a way. You just have to maybe manual time it just a little bit. Oh, I didn't catch the backdash there, but... Oh, okay. No, you can't. You cannot do it. My bad. Okay, so be careful going for the low against Potemkin. Maybe if you want to do something to continue pressure. Oh, that's not good either. You know what? Just be careful against this character. Go for the highs. Go for the highs. If there was some mechanics starting with an S, you could do after an IB, so you can say that you're giving IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. That's always a tough therapeutic category to tackle. IBS, IBD, Crohn's disease, like they say, like your GI system has maybe more nerves than, or I don't know if this is like digging from 2 decades worth of not going to school, but I remember my professor saying like your GI tract has as many nerves as like your brain or something like that. And like I'm saying that out loud and it sounds fake, but I mean at the time it sounded real. So yeah, any GI issue is like really complicated to deal with. It's got like a mind of its own, is what they're trying to say. Yeah, anyway. What was I going on? Yeah, the 2D, 2K into fire surf. Be careful. My point. So even though I'm like highlighting this a lot, this particular mix-up, right? I'm highlighting this a lot, but I guess what my main point is, when you run up to the 2K into Fire Spear, you don't want to get in too close. Like, that's a good range right there. So I can skip learning it? I mean, it's got some uses. I think a lot of things from Dizzy are flawed. And just because they're flawed doesn't mean you don't ever use it. You just kind of use it with the understanding that it's flawed, and if your opponent develops countermeasures to it, because you already understand your own setup, it's easier for you to adjust and adapt. So like, I'll still do this, by the way. I'll run up and do a fish. I'll jump up and I'll do 2K Fire Spear, for example. For my low, and for my high, I will do like air dash back JH, right? I'll still do this. But now I understand that because of the gap there, maybe they can throw me. Maybe they can't. But once they start doing stuff like this, then I'll realize, okay, well, they know there's a gap there, I'll stop doing that more. Or maybe I'll do 2K into nothing. I don't know, you know? I don't know, you know? So then, I don't know, yeah. there's a lot of things like that for Dizzy. A lot of things like that for Dizzy. Um, there's always a flaw in something, but that's okay. That's why we develop a lot of different things all at once. Maybe not all at once, but we have a big portfolio of setups and and okizeme, so then we can draw more cards out of, right? We'll play this card, it's got a counter, okay, we'll play this card now. But then you'll have to, I don't know, in my opinion anyway, it's nice to have like a deck that you're used to, that you're very, very comfortable with, and then you kind of add more cards into it, basically, right? It's nice to have your B&Bs that define you, and then once you're comfortable using them and once you find that they're effective, then you start to branch out, dump all your skill points into this particular tree, and then when you're ready, you use your skill points on another skill tree path, right? Until you're like the strongest Witcher 3 there is. I don't know. Or strongest Diablo 3 character. So grasping for gingers, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Furious. By the way, guys, funny thing happened. My goddaughter told me she prefers controller to hitbox. Okay. I don't know if I should be impressed or disappointed. Well, it's maybe a little bit too laggy for warm up. As long as she's happy doing something, like playing. I think as long as she's happy playing the game, you do whatever you want, right? You let her do whatever she wants. The worst input delay alone on a controller makes Guilty Gear Strive unplayable. Yeah, I mean, if it's a wireless controller, then we have issues, but better be plugged in. But, I'll tell you that a lot of the top players now in Strive, or some top players and even winners of big tournaments, they play on pad, they play on controller. And one of my favorite players, who sometimes actually comes in and says hi, Lost Soul from Exerd, the goated alpha player, top 8, the only American in like 2017, I think, 2016 or 2017 Evo. Anyway, he plays on pad. And one of my strongest training partners, actually. I would say the player responsible for making me a stronger player in Plus R, his name is Ray. We called him God Hands Ray because he played on pad. He played Guilty Gear Plus R on pad, and he was like destroying everybody. At a time when we like never believed pads were the optimal setup, the optimal controller. At that time it was like stick. Hitbox wasn't even invented back then, but he played on pad and he was fat thumbing the RC like 3 buttons at once, basically, and he was kicking everyone's ass. And it was because of him that I think I got a lot stronger. So, oh my goodness! All right. Let me wake up here. You know what? We'll set up fish. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, good thing we're doing this. Trying to shift my gears into doing a super there. Nothing ever says Ram is who kicked me out of my first tournament. Ram is who made me win my first tournament. It was during COVID, or actually not during COVID. It was like near the end of COVID when we can like actually start traveling. Or maybe it was at the beginning of COVID when we could travel, but there was like a lot of restrictions. Anyway, whatever. We were allowed to travel. I went to a random tournament in Vancouver. And possibly because of COVID, or whatever situation was surrounding COVID. Maybe there weren't as many players at this tournament. I entered with my Ram and I won. That was a random Vancouver tournament. Maybe you were in that tournament and I was that Ram. Who knows? What's a Dizzy strat versus Ram? For me, is be aware that Ram's projectiles can be deflected by Dizzy's fire spear. And Ram predictably fires off the spear in certain situations, like with your back against the corner and she's got maybe 2/3 to the full screen's worth. You can expect a sword getting thrown at you. So you kind of like anticipate it, right? Deflect it, and once you deflect it, it's like out of play for a long time. There's that. Rams like to be in the air too, so be ready to 6p. If you set up a lot of projectiles on the ground, like there are plenty of like Rams who just like Incineroar-JS or Incineroar-J whatever. Double jump JH, super jump JH, double jump kickflip thing kind of makes it tricky in the air. So being able to kind of shut down aerial movement helps too, even though she's like a more grounded character. The characters, I find the characters, or rather the players who play these characters, how do I say this? At higher level anyway, I find Ram players are very more likely to 6p you. They're more ready for an anti-air. It's Ram players and Kai players. For some reason, those two players, they're like really good at 6ping. So, try not to be in the air too much. And when you do, be a little tricky. That's kind of the stuff I look for when I'm playing against a Ram. Save your defensive resources too. Usually when she has you in the corner, that's when it's game over time, right? So, like try not to burst as soon as you get hit. Get hit a little bit until you're in the corner and then burst, right? A lot of times Rams will like throw all their swords out in the corner, and when you burst at that point, she's now playing without swords at full screen. So that's what I look out for. It helps that I played Ram and I kind of like the thing about playing Ram for me and then playing other characters. What helped me is the fact that I can sense that people fear Ram and people don't fear like my other characters. And I could just be in the corner doing close slash like mid pressure, like close slash 2S, and you could feel the fear. Like people will push buttons and try to do something to get out. Not so much against my other characters like Bridget, Testament, Dizzy. Dash block here. Oh boy. And knowing that, like, you kind of get an idea of where, I don't know, for some reason that reminds me of how I should be defending against Ram. Like, okay, Rams feel powerful in the corner. If I feel powerful in the corner, surely other Rams feel that as well. So that's when I want to burst, when they feel powerful. This is when I'd feel powerful, so I'd burst when they feel powerful, which is usually in the corner with swords getting launched at the opponent. Alright, let's lock in here. Now I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna play. I knew I messed it up because I was too far away. Flash kick action. That's okay. We got meter. We can be her CN. See what she does. There you go. I'll dash block again. See what she does. Oh boy. Get her? Nice. You know what? I'll try to shut down. There we go. Super or burst? One or the other. Let's block. There we go. Chris says, I think it's mainly because round often is perceived as scarier, so people are more stressed versus round. Probably because round count play is few and far between. That's true. That's true. I feel people panic more against Ram in the corner. Yo, that counter. My computer jump scared me. The rollback, I mean. Next. I don't know. I didn't have anything there, to be honest. I should have had something. I was paying attention to the resources too much. Oh boy, super. Because all right, let's make something happen here. Oh shit! Never give up. Who's scaring me around? I find May scarier. Could be some minor confirmation bias at the moment. I think May is a lot scarier in this environment online because like it's harder to react to her. When I think reacting to her is very, very important, right? So I'm playing a little bit more. How do you say? When I play online against like 3-frame rollback, this is just casual matches, by the way. So it's not like that. Not too important here. When I'm playing online, I'm doing more proactive things against me. When I should be more reacting to things. With that said, I probably should be doing more fish and watching out for the jumps. Maybe? Okay, that's probably the play. Oh. Yeah, big dust combo. Special D for circumstances. How's it going? What's up? It was good practice, though. It's kind of reminds me of what I should be looking out for against me. Like, fish gets eliminated, so we'll have to do less fish and probably more fire spears. shit. Okay. All right, here we go. Dash block. Ooh. I did the dash no block. I didn't have very good luck with ice field here, so maybe we'll try to go in. Oh shit. That's trouble. Power them, I would be baiting out something. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna punish that. Oh, I could have. Shit. May certainly is throw the kitchen sink at the character. Okay, I'm understanding this a little bit. I guess every time I play May, it's like far and few in between of like time for me to just too far in between I guess matches for me to kind of formulate an actual game plan. But I'm starting to think about it now. I'm feeling that Fire Spear is the way. Maybe one of these. Yeah. I'm gonna start thinking about the slide. At least in neutral, anyway. Big damage. I should be able. So, K-fish, Fire Spear? Uh-oh. Game mauled here. Not dead yet, but this is scary. You're seeing? Oh shit. I missed my buns. Or did I not have enough meter? I think I just missed my buns. Alright. Thank you. I don't have anything here, do I? There we go. Any strat against me? Just trying to figure out right now, actually. Oh, my fish. I sent the fish too far back. So far, the strategy seems to be, and this is, again, I need to play against more maize, probably. Don't use fish as much. Dolphin defeats fish. And, fire spears. I think fire spears is what you want to do. In neutral, anyway. And then you just want to outplay her as best you can. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Oh boy. Truthfully, I wanted that burst a little bit earlier, but I think my fingers missed the buttons. I did like a little claw finger thing. Deal more damage to the enemy. That's a good one, Jupiter. You're not wrong. Tommy. Block those supercharged dusts. Excuse me. Yo, Kate, how's it going? Good morning. How you doing? Actually, very helpful, these matches. Oh, the games are good. Leaving 2H, that actually might not be a bad idea. You're right. 2HA? Okay. Oh my goodness. How right you are. Wow, look at that. I'm like 4 for 4. 4 for 4, 4 for 4. Okay, here comes the DRC. Oh shit. You know what I should have done there was a 2H. I don't think 2H is the answer, but it's the spice right now. Excuse me, not the answer, it is the spice. I'm getting lucky with the 2 H's. Yeah, okay. I gotta stop it. Alright. Well, we'll add it in every once in a while. Like, so a little bit too early there. Two H would have been okay there, though. Equal 2H. We're just being silly. Alright. I'm like 0 for 5 blocking that charged dust, but I think it's like maybe, I mean, I could block it, I should block it, but I'm very discouraged not to because of the rollback. I'm just not going to think about the fact that I'm getting hit by it a whole lot. Try not to feel bad about it. Always works. Oh my god, what did I do that for? It's to set up this. Yeah, maze timing is messed up, so guessing sometimes is good. I mean, if I can just make it work and I can do big damage with 2H, I think it's good. Can't kill with that. Alright. Oh, we'll take it. I like this too. Probably should have just set up a fish there. I'm gonna fire spirit. I'm gonna do it again. Shit. Now every time I see the ball, I'm thinking dust. Okay. I'm whiffing a lot with 5H, but I think that a 5K, I think it's a good thing that I'm trying it though. I can't do anything about that. Yeah, we can kill here. Alright. far away for anything, so we'll settle with that. There we go. Little Wings of Light sequence there. Dash block. Oh boy, no! How unfortunate. I could have won. I should have won that. At least taking the burst. That's funny. Get her. I think I'm gonna just ice spike. There we go. Do the same sequence. Oh shit. Alright. Social D circumstances. Been watching 20 minutes. I've already seen 10 things I didn't realize you can do with Dizzy. I'll try to show more stuff. I swear you can block with Dizzy too. Where you can block these mix-ups, main mix-ups with Dizzy. I'd like to show that. Let us be your CN. Oh shit! Oh my goodness. I wonder if there's a little bit of maybe it's a leg that's causing me to mistime a few of these things. I mean, it's obviously not just that. I'm not perfect. Okay, I messed up the setup. It's okay. It's okay. That's plus one block. That's actually a very clever thing to do. I think that's like, it's gotta be like, it's gotta be, airborne in frame 1, I'd imagine. Or airborne anyway at some point, so I can't grab it, but it's also plus a block. That's okay. Oh fuck. Did not mean to do that. Shit. I tried to do a deflect shield in the corner. Didn't work out. Let's go. 2H startup is 18 frames. At least it's safe. Hitbox. Yo, all I saw in the corner of my eye was you saying 2H, and I did it, and it worked. You know what? I mean, I'm in the corner now, but it's okay. I'll stop it. Oh, you know what? I should have done it right there. Alright, no worries. No more of that. You know what? That was okay. That was okay. There you go. 2H is pretty addictive, I'll give you that. Uh-oh. Okay, we got meter. That, I think I almost didn't combo. I think there's a possibility of that not comboing if I did close sash too soon. Oop. That's okay, JD. Shit. fishing for it. I'm fishing for it. I guess I shouldn't do it after a after a blocked positive attack, right? Damage. Watch her. She's got BRC. I must go. Starting this round healthy with a burst. Jump block. Is that cross up? Oh, wait a second. She's got a round? I forgot. I played kind of silly that one. A bold gambler, that's me. Oh. It's gonna kill, right? Oh no! Okay, I mashed one of two wrong buttons. Okay. First. Alright, we keep doing that. That is our win condition at the moment. I messed up. Oh no! My bad. I totally messed up in the corner. I had the corner. I had my game plan going. there's a better combo than that by Panic the JK. Should have been super. There we go. Child destroyed. Go home and do your homework. GG's. That was a close. I mean, no one called first to 10, but I'll end it right there because it played like a first to 10. All right, GG's there. GG's. You would do nothing without DLC knowledge checks. Democrat, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, my friend. You would be nothing without DLC knowledge checks. I mean, have a good day, my friend. That was a good first to 10. If you want to do another one, I'm okay with that. That was a pretty intense. GG's, man. GG's. That was good. That was good. I appreciate you. DLC knowledge check. There's a lot of knowledge checks. I was taking advantage of them, but that's the thing, you know. In a first and 10, if you notice certain things, you just run with it. I appreciate you, man. You have a good day. I mean, here's the thing too. I don't wanna get into it too much because you're obviously speaking of a place of being upset. No, there's a lot of things that May does that are kind of newer, right? DLC stuff that came out when Dizzy came out. So it goes both ways. I was I mean, like, should I have been reacting to the dolphin hop better? Yeah, that's a DLC thing. So it kind of goes both ways. No need to get too upset about it, I don't think. I mean, it's nice that you're kind of emotional about it. Means you're into it, but you know, I was also just kind of like, you know, it was a very refreshing, casual kind of set. GG's, man. I don't think it's worth your energy to get upset over, my friend. I can anyway. By the way, Democrat, just so you know, I wasn't like, yo, let's just beat up this guy and we're gonna win, we're gonna feel good about this. There was no energy like that at all. I was talking, I was having fun, and if I'd known that you were locked in and that you are, like, you wanted to, you know, you're gonna be this intense about it, I would have given you a little bit more of a 100% focus on you. There's nobody here is gonna think less of you, by the way, for how that set went. You know, we're kind of experimenting, we're joking around, we're saying, yo, let's 2H more. The energy is more of like, let's just experiment and have fun. So if I was like kind of intense about like doing, you know, I'm gonna win, I probably wouldn't be in the lobby. I'll be in the ranked matches. So yeah, so I wouldn't get too upset over it there, my friend. I appreciate you saying all that. You know, it's nice to be getting some stuff pointed out, but that's not the energy we're going for right here, my friend. Yeah, they were really close matches. Everyone here thought that they were good, so that was good. You want another one? Alright, let's read some of this stuff. Hope you're all doing well, guys. But I'm just saying, there's DLC stuff. Yeah, I'm a Dizzy specialist here. And all I do is play Dizzy, so I am playing a DLC character. You're not wrong about that, but May's got some new stuff too that I'm not aware of. So it kind of goes both ways, and I think we can both kind of learn from it. And I'm not gonna say anything bad about you, my friend. Just gotta, yeah, we're just learning the matchup. So, so let's read some of this here. Virtual Starberry, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Says, I like the way you play that guy. It's so nice to see many different fun things Dizzy can do. I spent 20 games constantly adapting to your pressure and just like, I'll just spam 2H now. Yeah, I mean, that's FTD's fault. You know, don't get mad at me. Yo, get mad at FTW. How do you answer roast pressure? I'll show you. That's a good question. I'll show you, my friend. I recognize that you're uncomfortable with it, and honestly, because I wanted to squeeze up the last match there, I just took advantage of it. I'll 100% admit to it. At a long set, you kind of like take notes of things, mental notes, and I noticed that you were kind of uneasy with the chestnut pressure, so let's work that out. And if you had kind of adapted to it, which you did, I'll give you props to that. You start to 6P a little bit more. I would have tried to do something different. But yeah, so you're doing the right thing. This is not real, by the way. So you do this. Right? Sometimes I'll be a little bit aggressive and I'll dash in and do a 5K, do it again. Right? Let's do it on this side. See, I'm not even good at doing it. Nothing to worry about. I'll dash in and do it again. The biggest thing for me, what I'm looking out for, is that FD. And you were doing the FD, but I think you're also over-respecting it. Once you get them out like this, like, I have to dash in and do it again, right? Yeah. So FDing is the answer here. Let's see. Right, because then I have to dash in and do it again, right? Which opens it up for what you did, and you adjusted very well. I'll give you that for sure. You're 6Ping that. Beautiful. That's the first step, right? But what's scary about me doing this, for me anyway, and I'm watching out for this, is that if they do it in a way that the second hit of the chestnut whiffs, or even the first, it's over. Like, I'm not going to do that ever again, right? But it's all about seeing and recognizing these things and adjusting, right? So if I see that you respond to that, I'm going to do something different. But you weren't. After, you know, so I'm like, okay, I noticed that. I'm like, all right, this is the game plan. This is my win condition right now. And this is how you play a character with flaws. You kind of do something, okay, they're not doing anything about it. Let's continue to do it more. It goes against my philosophy of fighting games, by the way, where you want to try doing things that are good against low level and high level players. It does go against that philosophy, but when you play a character with a lot of flaws and not everything is perfect, you kind of have to use everything together and just you put it all together, and then you one thing doesn't work, you try the other thing, right? After dagger, you can, and sometimes after the dagger, like in between, you can throw, right? If they do the 5K a little bit close enough, do a dash cancel to fire spear, you can throw that, right? So it's not, everything's not. I guess you're right. It is knowledge check stuff, but a lot of this game is knowledge check. It's not. And that's the beautiful thing about fighting games, right? There's things that people don't know, and then you kind of just, but they know other things about your character, right? And the deeper you know about your own character, you realize, okay, I can utilize and exploit this particular thing. And if it doesn't work, we'll just move on to the next one. Anyway. Plus, all the characters are different in the core. So Spire Tank says, if you think Mei is so lacking, let's not get into like which character is better and what. That's not the point. Democry wanted to know an answer to the chest on, and I gave it. Oh, not my point doesn't know the answer, so I run up. So I gotta. I mean, I don't know if you know the answer or not, right? You're not sitting right beside me too. But you just kind of run with things that you are comfortable with. And if they work, they work. And these are park matches. We're actually here to learn. Like, I locked into matches with you because I'm like, hey, I'm really bad at this Mei matchup. What can I do to mitigate the Mei pressure? What can I do to mitigate Mei at neutral? And, you know, we stopped using... Just an example, for example, you know, at the beginning, for example, I was using a lot of fish, right? I'm like, okay, I'm getting knowledge checked here myself. I'm getting dolphin because I didn't know dolphins destroyed the fish so easily, right? So what did I do? I stopped using fish. That's just what we do, and you know, that's what we do in the first to 10 in a park, where we don't establish, hey, this is the first to 10, and I really want to win. That, like, I guess the approach is a little bit different. My approach, that set that we just locked into, no words were said, nothing was exchanged. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna lock in, I'll play. It wasn't even like established first to 10. We just played a few games. I'm like, okay, well, let's learn this game. Let's learn this matchup. I learned a little bit at the beginning. I got knowledge checked, and I developed a plan. I said, maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll do less fish, more fire spear. My buttons weren't working, so FTW was like, try to do 2H. I'm like, oh, let's experiment with it. I did it a few rounds. Hey, it worked, and you adapted. I started using it a little bit more, and you destroyed me for doing it. I'm like, all right, let's use it a little bit less. You know what I mean? I think we're just getting a little bit too worked up. And, you know, this is the issue with playing online, and I can't talk to you. I don't know who you are. You're not sitting right beside me. If you're sitting right beside me right now, we would have a nice discussion. If you're getting upset over it, I'd say, let's take a little bit of a walk. Let's get some coffee, you know? But when you're saying something like, you know, when you're throwing insults without knowing the situation, it's a little bit weird, man. But yeah, I'm willing to help you out. I learned a lot from that, by the way. You helped me out a lot, so I'm willing to help you. And if you're willing to be nice too. Alright, it's just misinformation and a little bit of the being upset, I think. People are trying to help. Okay. I think we're good here. You want to know, like, let me know if there's anything you want to know about Dizzy. And honestly, like, here's the other thing. I'm not taking that one that seriously at all, because it was a 3-frame delay. Every time I get hit by fully charged dust, I'm fully aware that, like, I shouldn't get hit by that. So, like, there's stuff like that too. So there's online gets a little bit dicey, and I think right now we're at this point, anything we talk about is just going to be unproductive. So, you know, I'll offer it up to you. If you need if you need some answer to some knowledge checks, let me know. But at this point, I'm kind of tired about talking in regards to me. This kind of killed my vibe for it. So I'm gonna play another lobby match. I really would like you to run the chestnut counter using Mei. Mei doesn't have Dizzy's lights. That's true. I would really like you to run the chestnut counter using Mei. Are you talking about, like, in the corner? Okay, I can do that. I'd love to do that for you. I do tend to ramble, yeah. There's no there's no winning here, is there? There is no winning for me here. I'm sorry that I won. But I'm gonna help you out here. No matter how I look to you, I'm always gonna be the bad guy, it seems. Alright. We'll do this, and then we'll... You know, I'm gonna stop trying to be friends with everybody. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't immediately look at the chat while I'm talking about something for 6 minutes. All right, anyway, here we go. That's why I have my chat here too. They'll help you out. So for example, if you see this, you're doing the right thing. FDing. So like I can't really run in and do another 5k fire spear without risk of being hit. And we noticed this pretty late on too. Right? I noticed that you did 6p here. You don't really need to do a whole lot. So after FDing here, for example, 6p is an answer, but other buttons can be the answer too. I bet you can even like do a special move, maybe a 2D, 5k. You don't have to you say I don't think you have to do the FD on the first hit too. If I whiff here, actually no, the worst thing is when Dizzy whiffs the first hit of it, right? I get a mini heart attack every time that I see this. FD pushes you away from the opponent, and the first hit of the fire sword doesn't make contact. I get a heart attack every time, because that's when they can do a counter and just kill me. Alright. 3k can work too. But in general, FD, like, there's no black and white answer here. It's a little bit gray, but it's gray in your favor, right? As long as you're FDing, you push her out, you're giving yourself opportunities to push buttons between the last hit of the fire spirit and her coming in. That's a big thing. And just pushing out from the beginning. Like, again, you see this one big gap, I'm like, oh shit. I hope they don't notice that. Alright. Anyway. GG's, man. I'm working too hard for this. Let's move on. If ice floor is down, I think Dizzy will be closer. That's true. Alright, let's hydrate. Alright. You're right. I've been rambling on 6 minutes, so we're just going to stop talking about it right now. Let's get some water and let's play a next match. Against another Dizzy? Let's do it. Yeah, I just don't like... The biggest thing is... And this is like in service industry too. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I hate it when we walk away from a situation and there's just like a massive misunderstanding of like intent. I'm trying to help. I don't know, but it's okay. It's fine. I don't think, and then if my friend or somebody who I'm interacting with walks away and just thinks I'm an asshole, like I feel like shit. I think I think that's the biggest issue right now. It feels like work. But you know, this is game time. I gotta forget about that. We'll move on. I hope you're doing well and I hope you have a great day. Like I genuinely feel that, by the way. And if you need a hand with anything in regards to the matchup, knowledge checks, whatever, you dealing with my knowledge checks, anyone dealing with knowledge checks greatly helps me because it helps me become a more solid player. And we'll leave it at that. Oh shit! It's a setup I do. There we go. This guy just chill. You're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. Oh boy. You know what? It's good that we had that. It's been a long time since someone said stuff about my dizzy. Excuse me. I'll read that in just a moment. Oh shit! Good tick throw there. Alright, here we go, let's see it. I like the outbacking here. Little FD back jump. If you start things restricting you, you are the only one that loses that situation. That's true. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I had a bad day at work all week. I had bad days at work. I'm just like venting. I'm sorry if it sounded like I was venting. All right, here we go. I'm playing silly now. Uh-oh, that should have been super. It's okay. You're seeing? There we go. Oh shit! 2H. I'm getting mauled. Nice. There we go. Jump in. Okay, now let us do a fake setup. Okay. Are you predicting bursts or are you reading or react to them? I'm just predicting them. We need to make a 2H cult. That was a good time maybe to 2H. Try 2H. I'm gonna 2H pretty soon here. I got a 2H countdown or cooldown. It's coming out There it is. There's my ult. Nice combo and conversion. Nice backdash. I did a 2H and I suffered the consequences. Oh, thank you. My wife brought me some coffee. Shit. They're powering up. Shit. Never give up. All right. Okay, I got watermelon and I got coffee here. All right, let's do this. What? Watermelon with the coffee? You know what? Don't ask me. I didn't ask for this. My wife just got it for me. I got coffee. Actually, it's not coffee. It's matcha latte. It's kind of good. Matcha latte, and then she got it sliced up watermelon. Is that weird? Not that weird, guys, is it? It is a strange. Now that I think about it, it is kind of weird, isn't it? They're making fun of us, honey. Watermelon latte? No. It's the matcha latte, and I have watermelon. Oh, nice backdash there. Birds has some really cool tech. I'd say so. Anti-air, that's a good tech. Meanwhile, I just have like this throw stuff. What I'll do is I'll drink my matcha latte and I'll wait a considerable amount of time until my palate resets, and then I'll have the watermelon. Definitely one of Dizzy better Dizzy players. I think this is like probably one of the best Dizzies I played in the lobby. Justin, how's it going? Burn Taco Hero. If I didn't say hi yet, hello. Hope you're all doing well. I'll let the rock with that. What the? See that? That was weird. Wings of Light deactivated somehow, and then it was still activated. Nice. Okay, I like it. Well, that's not my burst. I just bursted. Nice. New Dizzy skin looks cool. The country style Dizzy. Oh shit. Alright. Oh boy. That was a mistake. Thank you, FTW. I do eat some weird stuff. Alright, let's go. Two different styles of Dizzies. Alright, let's try this out. Watermelon with matcha latte. I don't know where this watermelon came from. Like, is it from 7-Eleven and my wife just put it in this cup, or... Alright, and then wash it down. They don't clash that much. Birds has so much tech. Yeah, Birds does her own thing. Yeah, I like it. It's like I do my own thing and Birds is doing their own thing. It's a very interesting kind of clash of Dizzy gameplay styles. Spawn the watermelon? Yeah, where did you get this watermelon? She went to the grocery store. Okay, so she probably... Did you cut it up yourself? Oh, she did. Nice. Bear burst. It's gonna be big damage. I can't block that. No. It's a little bit of the Violet style. The charged dust. I want to grab. Big damage. Nice. Mike sort of monsters. Well, I mean, got me. The play for me was dash block, watch what they're doing, and then going for a throw. I thought maybe because it was a little bit of a slower attack, I could have squeezed in that throw, but I was just a little bit too late. Chill back a little bit. Oh, damn. Chilling back a little bit too much. Oh! Okay. You know, we're getting burst. I walked back a little bit to avoid getting slowed down. Read the burst. I'm doing some fake pressure that they're recognizing it, so we can transition into some real pressure. Nice. Oh, still got caught with the slowdown. I thought I can walk back a little bit, avoid it. Yeah, that's something I've been thinking about a lot, my hero. Instead of breaking the wall, just keep the corner, send a fish out to mix up. I do like to bait things out. I always mess that up. Yo, Phil Phoenix, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Nice 5P anti-air, that was sick. Okay. Oh shit. Nice. That would have been sick. Let's go. Oh no, why would I do that? I did it for the... I didn't even need to do that to, like, frame kill. I could just let it rock and just run up and throw. I'm such an idiot. Muscle memory. Just ignore the fact that I did that. Oh boy. Super? Yeah, nice. We saw everything. No, you didn't see it. You didn't see nothing. I think nothing was sawn. Nothing was sawn. Wings of light! Bro. Wings of light. I wasn't close enough. Bashio style, what's up? Hope you're doing well. I'm just gonna do it too. Round start, Mikhail sword. IB? Damn. Oh my goodness. Setups. Setups. And actual good combos from birds. Like, I mean, by actual, as in, compared to me. Oh shit. Oh. I backdashed. I'm like, okay, I can BRC this, right? I cannot BRC that. Good backdash. What's the setup? The setup wasn't what killed me. It was my panic that happened after. I like these setups. We can actually punish. Shit. Oh, we can kill you, we can kill. Oh no, we cannot! That's okay. Taku the Sketcher, how's it going? How goes the Dizzy mix? Good, I'm getting mix and I'm doing the mixing. We're down a burst. That's okay. I'm willing to just forfeit this round right now. Because if I lost that, or rather if I won, never mind. if I forfeited that round right then and right there, I would have the burst lead in the next round. But if I can just kill, I'll win. While my opponent would have less burst is what I was going for. Goddamn, Mr. Fly, get off my monitor. There's a fly there? Oh boy. Nice. There you go. Oh shit. Nice patience. Okay. Behind the burst. Nice fly swatter. What a setup. Nice. That was sick. I gotta look at the whole the throw ice spike situation. That was really cool. Oh, I did not mean that to be a super jump, but it worked out. Again, I'd be okay forfeiting this round. Maybe a little bit late now. Ah, mistimed. Those are predictions, by the way. Oh, throwing haymakers, both of us. Oh, we could have done a little bit more with that.
I can win. I feel great. I can do this.
Thank you. Ah, nice. Thank you so much, Thunder. Appreciate it. Oh, well done. Good job. Well utilized round with Wings of Light. Was a throw mistake on my part. Oh shit. My bad. Are all your various level typical to high level or all levels? It varies. Generally speaking, it's for all levels, but there's some high level stuff there. There's some low level stuff. Oh, I see. Nice. Uh-oh. They get their head. Getting weirded out by the fact that Wings of Light sometimes turns off and on. Nice. And it's to do with the rollback. The rollback thinks I hit, so it turns the Wings of Light off. We're gonna start noticing that I'm instant air dashing here. Okay. Oh. Oh, yikes. Alright, let's go. Yo, 8 cats, how's it going? What's up? What are the advantages of using RRC after wall stick? Better ult keep? After wall stick to like get him off the wall? It's only just to get better ult keep. That's all it is. I'll be honest, I tried to do that twice. Those far slashes were supposed to in Mikhail's sword. But it worked out in the end. Alright. GG's. GG's. Let's honor the last one. Well, one more for real. And if they catch up 10-10, then we'll end it. If I'm 11-9, then we'll end it there. Oh, I like that. You, how's it going? What's up? I have a question if you want, if Arc System want you to buff Dizzy. Hold up. Hold up. Oh boy. If I want Arxis to buff Dizzy, what new thing would you need for Strive Dizzy? I would still like 2H to connect more, a little bit better. That'd be nice. Maybe a vacuum effect on 2S, or make it a low. Is that asking too much? I'm not too sure. I don't think so. Oh, fully charged, let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. BRC big combo? What is this? I think I'm dead. Yeah. Nice. Alright. We'll end it off like that. BRC big combo, 10-10. GG's. It is 10:31 right now. I should stop. I should go to work. That was sick. Oh, fun. Maybe we'll end off with playing against the Kai. I mean, I should go to work right now, but I think we can do one more. One more. Just a short set. But birds, man. Got some good combos, got some good setups. I might just have to review what they were doing. That was really cool. Really cool. Spider Tank says, give her a super that lets her summon justice for the rest of the round. Kai, so I can steal tech from both of you. Let's go. Cyber Kai. You know what? I probably didn't need to cancel that. Okay, so a K-fish. There you go. K-fish should cover the horizontal space on the dash block. Boy. Alright, let's go. Make K-fish hit 2 times? That'd be nice. Increase the blocks on a fish. That'd be nice too. I would like that. Imagine firefishes from X-Herd. That'd be actually kind of cool. I don't think adding laserfish would affect Dizzy a whole lot in a negative, like in an obnoxious way. I think it would be pretty cool. Like have her have the fish that shoots lasers. Sounds like a meme when I say it, right? Fish that shoots lasers. Double air dash, more new playstyle for fish, Aaron Mikhail sword. I think the double air dash would be a little bit too big of a change for Strive Dizzy. I think that would be a cool thing, but it won't be healthy for her identity for Strive, I don't think. And that's coming from someone who like religious, played Dizzy in the other games pretty religiously, I didn't need to cancel that. I need to stop playing. Top fish, H sword. What casual. Oopsies. Did not mean to do that. Alright, we'll take it. Alright. GG's. Okay. But that's a good question. Yeah. Laserfish, I think would be good. I would really love her 2S to hit low. Just because I like the characteristics of another low that's different from a 2K and a 2D. Like Ramathel's 2S type of thing, right? I don't think it's asking too much to make 2S a low. I think it might be asking too much to make 2S a vacuuming effect. A lot of people have mentioned that. I think that would be cool though. But we might be asking too much. Flying too close to the sun. But having 2S have a vacuum effect would help ameliorate 2H from comboing better, or 2 comboing better, right? I'd like an air normal, right? Like not air normal, like an air special attack. Some form of like a air Mikhail sword. That'd be kind of cool. Air Mikhail sword might be asking a lot too, because then her air dash back JK, if you can do air dash back JK into some sort of like special attack, that'd be a really good mix up. Or JK would turn into a really good mix up button. I wish you can zone the zoner character, Actually, what's funny is that maybe she's not supposed to be a zoner character. In the previous games, she was built like a zoner, like her move list kind of implied she was a zoner. But, if you played her like a zoner, you wouldn't play her very well. It wouldn't be as effective. And that sort of kind of reflects what she is in Strive. If you look at the Guilty Gear website, I'll pull it up right now. And you look at like their categorization of the characters. Dizzy is actually placed under not a zoner. I don't know if you've noticed that. Let me bring it up here for you. Right? So we have, let's see, who's a zoner? So Venom is a zoner. She's classified as unique. Isn't that weird? You know what's even weirder? If you scroll down here, Johnny is classified as a zoner. Testament's a zoner. Happy Chaos, not a zoner, a shooting. But yeah, So I'm okay with her not being a zoner. I mean, that's sort of how she functioned in the previous games. But yeah. What if you have wings? If you have wings, you can double dash. That'd be kind of cool. I wish they did something different with wings though. Instead of it just dealing damage, I wish it did something else. Like maybe dealt damage and increased her burst gain. I don't know. Or while she has it set but not active, I wish there was some form of benefit from that. Like instead of waiting 10 seconds and then you get Wings of Light activation. That'd be cool if she had some buff, like maybe minor, like if she has it on, her meter decreases a little bit less type of thing, or she gets a little bit of armor, maybe she does a little bit more damage, she has access to some special moves, so more incentives for players to actually set it up. But yeah, I don't know, that would be cool. Nothing too broken though. I don't want her to like have a double air dash when she sets it up. Maybe double air dash when she activates it, or once it becomes active. But just something a little bit, something small. Down heavy. Now maybe your JD does 2 hits or something like that. JD goes a little bit longer. I don't know. JD can control the drift. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe give it some vertical drift. Maybe more guts. Yeah. Could you imagine though if she activates it, or she has it set, she gets one hit of armor? That'd be wild. Actually, would it be that bad? Would it be that broken? She sets it up and she gets a hit of armor. That would be pretty. I think that'd be pretty. That'd be pretty obnoxious. I think. Yeah. Fish hit twice while wings are up. Something like that. Yeah. Fish maybe keeps the opponent in block stun longer. If she has a wings light, like maybe by like 4 or 5 frames, something like 6 or 7 frames. The only thing she needs is faster frame data. That's all. Oh, I got it. Wings of Light set, her 6P becomes an actual 6P. I would love that. Anyway, that'd be cool. I gotta start getting to work. But yeah, today I just wanted to take a break from VOD reviews because that's what I've been doing all of yesterday and the day before. So I think I got it out of my system. We got some games down. I feel like tomorrow would be a good time to, or the next stream. It might be tomorrow, might be the next day. That's when I'll do another VOD review stream. I have a list of names here where I'm gonna go over your guys' matches, and we're gonna kind of just brainstorm to see what we can do better. And the names are Foxhound, That Chat from Canada, Sayori, Chris, and Christy. So if you guys are there in chat, hello. And maybe tomorrow, if I'm feeling like it, we'll do a VOD review. The next stream anyway. If I'm feeling like streaming tomorrow, then yes, it may be the day after. But yeah, I'll let you guys in the loop. I'll put you guys in the loop in the Discord. I'll put the Discord link right here. I also have a YouTube if you want to check out. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and raid somebody.
Put in.
Oh, yo, Alex, how's it going? Hey, again, just wanted to stop and thank you for your time. And the first at 10 was always having a blast observing your Dizzy. GG's. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Bird. Welcome, Bird. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow as well. That was a really good first to 10. I really learned a lot from your Dizzy. Like, there was like a lot of different setups that I thought were really, really cool and interesting. Really opened my eyes up to like the sliding fully charged dust setups. Maybe I should start using them more, but thanks so much for the matches. Really appreciate it. I was telling everyone that You're basically, I think you are the best. You were the strongest and most interesting Dizzy player that we played on stream in a lobby. Never played anyone like you. That was really good. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Genmu. Good old Genmu. There we go. And I gotta go. I gotta get to work. But now that's the first message. Alright. Thank you, Spider Tank. FT Dub. There you go. Thanks for saying that, by the way. Earlier today, someone just basically was saying I'm nothing without my DLC knowledge checks. So that kind of message makes me feel way better about myself. Like, you're nothing to me. Like how Wesker says when he does his super. Anyway, thank you so much. A 2H team, let's go. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you all next time. All right, take care, everybody.